Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavors for the 12th of January. We've got a 10 seal set with 2k XP. Oh, sorry, 2k gold. Got picking locks, cloth reducing plants, a survey report, a tribute match, and 20,000 alliance points. Pretty terrible one, I think. Quite low value, especially for 10 seals. Some of these are shit, some of these require DLC. There's two good options that I would definitely suggest doing, and then one that requires a specific item. If you don't have it, you're fucked. And yeah, 20,000 alliance points is a lot, so that one will take a while. So if you can, I suggest doing these three, and then after that, if you can't do this one, I'll talk a little bit about these two, but I don't think they're very good. Alright, so 5 locks, this is definitely the easiest one to do. So there's two ways to suggest doing this. Either finding locked doors that are always available. This is a very reliable way. The only thing is you just have to make sure the guards aren't near the doors when you're picking them. So the best place for this, I think, is Skywatch in the central section of Auridon. Get here from Vocal Guard's wayshrine that you start with and just go north and eventually you'll get here. You want this wayshrine because there's a couple of things to Skywatch that are really good. So there's 3 doors. There's this door here at this house, this door here, and then this door here. They will always be locked and they can always be picked. Now obviously the issue here is that this guard stands here right here, but as soon as they've turned around like this, you should be fine. I'll just start the unlock. Now if I force the lock, it doesn't count. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Don't force the locks, you have to pick them yourself. So I'll come up to this one, same thing. There's a simple lock here. Just turn around, make sure the guard isn't nearby. So if you see the little hidden icon down below the lock, like open its side a little bit, just get out of the lockpicking menu just to make sure the guards aren't coming towards you. Because yeah, getting a bounty here is a pain in the ass. So yeah, same thing over here. This one door here. Just unlock this one. And then open that up. Yeah, the guard was coming there, so I had to be careful. So, that's 3 out of 5. So you're not going to there's not going to be enough doors here to do the rest. Now, there is an easy way to reset these doors, and I think that's something worth doing. What you want to do is leave the zone. Now, I will point out there is one more locked door in Auridon that can be easy to get to. This one's even better because there's nobody around to spot you. So this one here, you can just open it up. It is an intermediate lock, but intermediate locks are also a piece of piss. Well, as far as I've seen. So don't go inside because there's usually people inside that will spot you. And if you stay too long when they're in there, you get a bounty. It's not great. So just as soon as you unlock the door, run away. Okay, so what you want to do as soon as you run out of doors is you want to leave the zone and then come back. Now we go straight back to Auridon. It will be locked again, so it's just the same shit. So just pick the lock. Wow, I've already fucking made a dog's breakfast out of this one. Okay. And if we come back to Skywatch, these doors will also be locked again. So all you have to do to reset to get more locks to pick in this method is just to leave the zone and come back. Does take a couple of minutes, but, you know, reliable, easy to do. So I think that's a really good way. Now I'll explain the other way, which is opening chests. Because picking the locks for chests also works. And chests are a way to do it without getting a bounty. Okay, so there's 3 public dungeons which I suggest going to for finding a chest to pick. One of them is Forgotten Crypts in Deshaan. If you want to get here, you need to just enter Deshaan in any way. You'll have this wayshrine once you do, and you can travel from here to Forgotten Crypts. So, oh, you're kidding. Oh, wait, no. I think I can solve this. Ah, yeah, sorry, I didn't have chests on. So here's basically all of the chest locations. There might be 1 or 2 that I haven't found, but this should be all the locations. Also, just keep in mind, this is an area you can only access with a quest when you do the quest in here, and this is also an area you can only access once you've done the quest. Every other chest is fair game. And if you run around, you should find one. It may take a little bit for some to respawn though. And what do you know, there's one straight away right here. Oh, okay, hold on, let me just clear these guys. Now the only issue with this is while you're fighting some enemies, you might have someone take the chest while you're opening it. So the chests in here look a little bit different to what you're probably used to. You know, those usual, the way the chests look, these ones are like boxes. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. So yeah, I've done this place to death, and I can confirm all of these locations do have chests in them. I have opened a chest in every single location, that's why they show up. If you want the add-on that shows that and allows you to save the locations of chests, Harvest Map. This one's really good. Yeah, sorry console players, you're fucked over yet again. You can also find them in the Overland, like this one for example. But these ones I find to be a lot less reliable than finding ones in public dungeons, because there's a lot more places where chests can be out in the Overland. There's always the chests that spawn in public dungeons. They share their own specific spawn system. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god, that sucks. I used to have this whole place mapped out, but my add-ons fucking reset for no reason a couple of months ago, and now I don't. Alright, I'll see if I can get an IMGA post later on to show you all these locations. But yeah, I don't have many more. That sucked. Yeah, this place is also great. If you get the map pins add-on, this one here, you can also get a way... Map pins will show you chest locations as well. When you go past, it'll show on the compass little chest icons. I don't have it enabled right now, but if I just go to the corner... Show the chest, here we go. So as you can see, there's a bunch of chest locations here. Some of these are double up. This will just have one chest. This will have one chest, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, you can use this as well to locate chests in public dungeons, if you don't have any places mapped out. Yeah, sorry, I wish my add-ons didn't fuck up like this. I had all the bloody spots mapped out on this one too. There's a ton in here too. You want to check there as well. So this is Razak's Wheel in the southern side of Bankrai. It is much more annoying getting here compared to Forgotten Crypts though. I would just suggest Forgotten Crypts. But Spriggans is a set that you get from here, and you do get the lead for Ring of the Pale Order. So if you do want that ring, it's probably one of the most useful rings in the game from Mythics. It's the Ring of the Pale... Yeah, this one here. Basically heals for all damage that you do. It's really fucking good. Basically, it trivializes Cyrodiil. Yeah, getting here is a pain in the ass. You start with this race shrine by default, and you have to go all the way down. You can either do the quests and unlock it through this side, or you can go through like a little cave through here that gets you to this area. But it takes ages compared to Forgotten Crypt. But yeah, that is another option. Yeah, you can also try and get Spriggans, which is a good stamina set, though very outdated compared to a lot of other stuff nowadays. Last option you want to look at is Labyrinthian in the southeastern side of Western Skyrim. People will be familiar with this if you played Skyrim. There's a chest here that you can get, so always check that area before you go in. So usually I go this way up the side of the hill and go this way and check the chest and then go inside. You can do the quest too if you want. So getting through here, basically check this area, go through, start checking these ones here, this one, go down, come back around here, check over here, then check over these ones, and then you can go inside, and there's another 5 there. I'll put the IMGA post for this one as well, and yeah, that should be plenty of options for you to choose. So keep in mind, this one requires you to have the Greymore DLC. It is my favourite one for this, because also Venomous Smite is a really, really good set that I use a lot. God damn, I cannot fucking type. Sorry, Venomous Smite, this one here. So this comes from Labyrinthian. This is a set I actually use to this day on one of my characters, because you know, it's unlike Pillar of Nirn, you don't actually need to do a dungeon for it. You can just do a public dungeon for a while on your own. It's a lot easier. So it's basically just like does damage over time on one target, and the AoE is like relatively large, so you can hit multiple targets. Yeah, very easy to use. And you can have it on one bar too, so you can have like arena weapon on the back bar sort of thing, anything you want. Could double bar proc sets, all those sorts of things. So it's also very flexible. Alright, that should be enough information for picking locks. Let's move on. Okay, finding cloth reducing plants. So I'll put another link to all the different types of clothing material plants that you can find, depending on your level. So the way it works is it's a 50-50 cut chance to spawn between your character's max level, your character's current level, idiot, and your clothing the amount of points you put into this clothing passive here, tailoring. So if this is 10 out of 10 and your character's max level, you'll only get Ancestor Silk. If your character's max level but your tailoring is 1 out of 10, you'll get half chance of Ancestor Silk and then half chance of Jute. I highly suggest using a character with 10 out of 10 if you can, because Ancestor Silk is really easy to spot over basically any... Oh, sorry, I got bloody Discord running. The cloth plants are really easy to spot over the top of pretty much every zone in the game. That's why I suggest getting it, because it's a lot easier to see compared to a lot of other resources. Because Jute, basically, yeah, all like the lower level stuff, it has like green plants and it just blends in with the surroundings a lot more. Whereas Ancestor Silk is like fucking blood red. It does not blend in. You can see that's 3 so far. So you can get this done very, very quickly, but it's very lopsided. So this is probably one of my favorite places to go. Craglorn. This is the place everybody goes because it's got lots of nodes all over the place. It has the chance to give you Nerncrux, which is a great trait item. Very low chance to get it, but you can get it. I got one just then, lucky me. So this is the reason everyone usually comes here. These things can sell for a fair bit, and you know, making money on the side while you're doing endeavors, usually pretty good. So keep going. There should be a couple more spawns for Ancestor Silk or cloth nodes up here. There's mostly metal ones on like the side. There's another one there usually for metal. There's usually another cloth node up here. Right, there's none there by the look of it. Usually everybody's got the same idea, so... There's usually one more here. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So we found our 5. And yeah, it's just running around for a while. Basically, once you spend enough time around here, you'll eventually find your stuff. There's another one down here. So, you know, if you come through here, you can check this one. But basically, just run around for a bit. You can do this in any zone. And for me, I think the zones that are best to use are Craglorn. I think Orsinium is pretty good. This one here. I usually think... I find the base game zones to be pretty good. The starting zones especially are really good. I find these places also have tons of stuff. But people usually spend... Most people usually come around these areas and the starting zones looking for stuff, I find. If you can get old zones, old DLC zones, like Western Skyrim, Westfield's good too. Like big zones like the expansion zones are good. Cyrodiil I don't find to be very good, though only mainly because the resources are a bit spread out. I think you will find people do not pick up resources a lot in Cyrodiil because they're too busy focusing on killing each other. But yeah, you can use this, but I don't recommend it. I just recommend using Craglorn if you can. Especially if you do play at the same time I do. It's like the time where all the Americans are asleep. If all the Americans are awake, probably your mileage might vary when it comes to these places. But basically, try and find a zone that nobody's around in. To scour the landscape. Try and use a build like this one, Vampirism build. I've got Coward's Gear and Dark Stride to make me sprint fast. I've got a champion point that increases my mount speed. I've got max mount speed, you know, all that stuff. Basically, get a character that can go really, really fast, and also can also help getting the champion point to make you harvest up quicker too. Can also help. Yeah, just make yourself really fast, while also not being useless in combat, because you do need to fight things every now and then. Okay, so one more thing that can help. I'll talk about this one. So surveys can actually help with this one. A single survey report will give you 6 nodes that count as cloth-producing plants. It gives you 2 furry traps and 4 lush ancestor silk, or whatever resource you get. And you know, you can do this on super quick, super reliable using that method. And it would be very wise to do that if you have a clothing survey right now, because it's a survey report. It's one of the other endeavors. If you don't have a survey, you're fucked here. You can't do it. This is why you'll see me in a lot of other videos say, if you only have 1 survey report left, and this is your last one, hold on to it. Don't use it. Because these shit comes up, and then you got these shit options like these ones here, and then you're fucked. So, yeah, in this case, I've managed to hold on to 1. I've got an enchanter survey, and the outcome's the same. So there'll be like a certain location, in this case here. I've got an add-on that shows it on the map. This is Lost Treasure. This add-on here, this one. So this shows on. You have to enable it, I think, sometimes for survey ones. I've found it to be a bit finicky. Just check in the add-on settings. But yeah, shows it on the map. Makes it really easy to get to. Obviously, in Vardenfell, you start with this ration if you haven't been here before. Getting all this fucking way is a pain in the ass, but you might not have a choice otherwise with surveys. So yeah, track down where it is. It'll give you a instanced set of 6 nodes. So instanced, I mean nobody else can actually take these. So if you see someone else come there and they have a survey, they'll grab their own ones, and you also stay there. So that's what's really good about these survey nodes. It can make it really good for doing these harvesting endeavors. So yeah, if you have one, it will be great. If you don't, the only way you can get surveys, and it will be RNG based, unfortunately, like you might get one, you might not, is you have to do writs. So you have to do, you've got crafting writs. Each of these crafts has a writ that you can do. The only one I wouldn't suggest doing is provisioning, just because you can't actually get provisioning surveys. But any of the other ones are fair game. These all give you, they have a, regardless of what level you are at your, with the passives, it'll always have a 12.5% chance to give you a survey. So it is worth it trying to do all your writs today to try and get a survey. Because, 6 lots of 10... basically 10% chance to get a survey. You might get lucky, you might be able to get this one done. Because believe me, this is the easier one to do compared to these fucking shit ones. Alright, so going to find the survey. It's over here. This is quite annoying, there's a bloody enemy right next to us. I hate these ones that do that, because if an enemy attacks you, you can't pick them up. So yeah, just as soon as you interact with it, that's it. Now unfortunately, if you... because what happens is, the moment you interact with it, it completes the survey, but it also removes the survey from your inventory. So if you were to leave these here and then come back, they would actually disappear. So you want to claim them as soon as you actually interact with them in any way, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, there's nothing else you can really do there. You just have to try and do writs. Now, the good thing is you can just do writs at level 1. It's just it just takes some work. And would I suggest doing this compared to just doing one of these? Yeah, look, I would say, because alright, I'll talk about these two now. So, one tribute match, this one requires Gold Road. You have to start the quest to do tribute matches. The only way you can do this is through the activity finder Tales of Tribute. I fucking hate this, because there's tons of NPCs that you can play Tales of Tribute with, but they don't count for this endeavor. You have to do it through the Tales of Tribute, which means you have to... queue, and it takes a while trying to find a player for it. Obviously with the endeavor up now, there'll probably be more people and the queue will be slower. But it just means you're relying on other people to get this done. Whereas there's these AI NPCs that you could use that you don't need players for that would just make this so much quicker. I fucking hate that they added it this way. I think this is a shit option because of that. Because relying on other people, I always hate that. Now, this isn't a good option either. But I will talk about a few things. The best way, naturally, or I think the quickest way you're going to get this done is through Battlegrounds, especially with Chaos Fall this weekend. So Chaos Fall will be up for another, I think, 2 days? Yeah, 2 days and 4 hours. So Chaos Fall, if you queue for Chaos Fall, the Chaos Fall PvP weekend, you get a staggering 25% more AP! Woo! No, this is shit. But it's better than normal. And more people are probably going to be doing Chaos Fall because it is at least a slight incentive. So yeah, I would maybe try and suggest doing a Chaos Fall weekend queue. See how you go. If not, just try the competitive. See how you go. But I think this is the best way to get AP at the moment, because even if you lose in Chaos Fall with 25%, normally I think it's like 8,000 or 7,000 AP for a loss, and with 25% more AP, that'll probably mean 10k, so you just do 2 Battlegrounds and you're done. So it is a bit of work, definitely much more work than any of these 3, possibly also this one, but that's the most surefire way to get this one done. If you like PvP, that's you go. This Battlegrounds, not... I've heard a lot of bad things about Battlegrounds, but yeah, I'm not a specialist when it comes to this stuff. I will put in in the description more stuff. I have found a couple of things you can maybe watch to get a good grasp of like some basic Chaos Ball mechanics and how you can sort of be useful to your team. Because even if you're not good at PvP, there are ways to do better in Chaos Ball to understand it. Like, for example, getting the Chaos Ball and bringing it to your spawn can be quite helpful, because when you die and the Chaos Ball stays there, if people respawn at your spawn, they can just jump down and try and grab it again. So it just makes it easier for your team. You can do stuff like that. Obviously, having a build that heals a lot and also runs really fast can be really good, because if you run too fast, nobody can catch you. You just run around the map with your Chaos Ball and nobody can touch you. Obviously, easier said than done. You need a lot of healing, because Chaos Ball hurts after a while. But yeah, things you can do. And yeah, I'll put some things in the description. I am shocked how little Chaos Ball like videos there are. There's a bunch of people that just like made quote guides unquote, or like how to do Chaos Ball, and it's just gameplay of them, and they don't really explain it. There is one guy I found. There's like quite a long 15-minute video, but he does go into some detail on how to do it better. I don't know. Maybe you guys might find some support out there. There's also the Deltius page that gives you a bunch of text that can help explain Chaos Ball a little bit better, and I'll show that one too. But yeah, definitely don't suggest this one. Look, if I were you, if you told me I'm just going to do these two, and because I don't have a survey report, I'm just going to leave this one here, I'd be like, right, based. That's the sort of call I would probably make too, because fuck this shit. 10 seals, who fucking cares? Maybe 2k gold. I don't know. I feel like I could probably get 2k gold just doing a public dungeon for like the same amount of time. I don't know. It feels annoying. Alright, so one more thing, or two more things to talk about with regards to Cyrodiil getting alliance points. One is the bomber build. If you are quite well versed in PvP, you can build a setup that, like for example, you use Vicious Death, which when you kill someone, it makes them do a bunch of damage to everyone around them. You can use this as something like War Maiden to do a bunch of like increasing magic damage. For the case of Nightblades, you can use a bomber build with Soul Tether and Staff Essence and all that stuff, and Proxy Debt. Or you can use something like pull-in set, like Dark Convergence, to pull everybody in and do a bunch of magic damage to them. And with your burst from Soul Tether and Staff Essence, with this at the same time, you might kill someone that might proc Vicious Death, you might kill a bunch of people. Every kill that you get with that is like 2k AP, maybe more, maybe less. So yeah, you can get tons of AP. Basically, killing 10 people like that will get you done. Probably like 18 or 17, because it's like 2200 AP, I think, per kill. You can get tons with that, but you do have to be experienced in PvP to know to line up the burst properly, especially with Proxy Debt, because it's a delayed burst rotation, and you have to like run in as it's exploding. And you know, getting that amount of people in a small group and being able to do this successfully without someone spotting you is another thing entirely. So using that as a reliable way to do this, not really going to be a great way, I think, or a reliable way. The other way, and another thing that I really don't suggest, but if you want to do this without doing any PvP at all, which, you know, for some people I understand, this is basically what I do for getting the end of campaign reward tiers, but I only do this in double AP events, so it's twice as effective then. But what you can do is, if you want to get your 20,000 AP without doing any PvP at all, you can do this. It's very expensive, takes a lot of time, but what you do is you go to the siege vendors, you buy repair kits, and you go and repair stuff. So if I repair this wall here, I think it's 63 AP per repair, depends on the... Okay, yeah, 63. Depends on stuff. If you own more keeps, it gives you more. If you have very little keeps, it gives you less. It's an incentive to capture stuff along the map. Basically, you get more AP for kills and repairing stuff the more keeps you have. But yeah, that is a way. But as you can see, that is a lot. It's like 300 repair kits to do it that way. It is not efficient at all. But if you do want to do this in a way that doesn't do PvP at all, that is the way to do it. Yeah, so 90 gold per repair kit, 300 repair kits that you'll need. That's what? That's like 10,000 gold. You know, considering that you get 2k from it, it's not a good investment. But yeah, that is a way. Just one more thing to consider with that is, if you do want to do that, I suggest just going all the way with your end of campaign reward tier, because if you get to end of campaign reward tier 1, you get 50 transmute stones in a 30-day campaign. I don't know Is this a 7-day? These are 7 days, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. No, this is Ravenwatch. No. They must have got rid of the 7-day ones. Maybe. I don't know. I whatever. Not important. If you complete this end of campaign reward tier and get to 1, it requires 25,000 AP, so it's 5,000 more than the Endeavor. You can get 50 transmute crystals when the campaign duration ends. So that can be really, really good for some people, because reconstructing things is great. And this is one of the best ways to get like lots of transmutes really quickly, is being good at PvP and being able to get these reward tiers up. That's something you can do as well if you want to do both of these at the same time. But I do not recommend it, because it is a lot of time, it's a lot of money invested, and you won't always have these things to repair all the time. So being able to rely on that is also another thing, because sometimes you might get here and there might be no keeps to repair. And, just swapping to another character doesn't really work there either, because the character that you're on is the one who gets the end of campaign reward here in that case. But if you just want the Alliance points one, I guess you can just do it that way. And you can transfer repair kits across characters. You can put them in banks, you can put them in... sorry, it's in Siege. Oh no, it's not? Repair? Repair, sorry, it's Repair. You can use these across different characters. It's not bound. Okay, so that should be everything. That's dailies concluded. Not a great one. Not the worst in the world, but yeah. I would personally just do these two and survey if you can, and just leave these ones. But it's your call. I know not everyone hates Tribute the way I do, or this Endeavor specifically. Okay. Any questions? As always, just let me know. I'm not well versed in this stuff, but I can definitely help you with this stuff. And yeah, there'll be lots of stuff in the description to check out. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time, and I wish you luck with this.